Sports. And we've got the Vikings' electric quarterback. He wasn't afraid to sling it last week. Well over 500 yards in that game. It's the Vikings and the Rams on Thursday night.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and
he rifles one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB. Looking to throw. Booth. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Looking to throw on second down. Booth. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Willis now off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Willis is going to throw once more. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashback.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play,
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not the fumble. 3rd and 2, Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st down, Willis throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Willis, 4th down here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rams ready to go on offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Throwing to start the drive. Boom. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this one too low.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The quick slant caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw again. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Ross on the return. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing to start the drive. Booth. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Booth. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Willis. Wide open receiver complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Dancing to his left. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Malik Willis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And oh, it's blocked. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Going deep here for Watkins. It got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota. Minnesota with the Vikings on top. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere up.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Booth. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On first down, Booth looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third down, it's Willis. On the move to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Devin White in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. On 3rd down, Booth. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. But it's caught. Tompkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Operating from the gun, Booth. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Booth. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
On 2nd and 10, Willis. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Willis, 4th down, has to have it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 1st down, Los Angeles. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Willis. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Willis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
1st and 10, it's Willis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it's been a fantastic game for this defense. Has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. It's now appearing that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Willis to try again after the pick six. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now Willis to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, here's Willis. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Willis from the gun on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a